I'm gonna start right at the top and say thank you all so much for coming out tonight, supporting live stand-up comedy, especially because they've started attaching ones to the side of the price of gas, dude. All of you came out here despite how expensive gas is, man. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I've been listening to people talk about going out at night. They've started talking about it the way people used to talk about traveling to Japan. Pre, BGC tayo. May anak na ako eh. Some of you are already looking at me like I might look familiar to some of you. If it's not clear why I look familiar to some of you, all right? I'll make it clear. Just look right here, okay? Look right at the center of my Cardinal Tagle face. Just... You know the worst part about doing that joke? Nobody has ever disagreed. Not a single person has once gone, dinga. All the time when I do that joke, you know what people say to me? They're like, oh, oo nga no. Every single time. And you know what's unfair? It never goes the other way around, right? No one's ever stopped Cardinal Tagle at Mass and was like, wait, teka lang. Ikaw ba yung Englishero sa TikTok? Galing ng crowd work mo ah. Like, you know what comments I always get on TikTok whenever I post anything with my face on it? Someone always in the comments says these exact words. Grabe. Nagsta-stand up na pala si Cardi T. Which, like, could you imagine if that was his next career choice? That he lost the papacy and he was like, may open mics kaya sa brick wall? Like, oh man, it's tough. It's tough having my celebrity look-alike be Cardinal Tagle, right? Because he's a silver medalist, dude. He's a loser. Why are you offended? That's facts. You know who won? The fucking Americans. They stole another one from us. Luto ang puta. They take everything from us. It's not fair. I was ready for Pinoy Pope. Oh my God. I wanted it so bad, dude. It would have been so great. You know what I heard? I heard that when Pope Leo won the papacy, do you know what he did in the Vatican? He held a Catholic rave. Yeah. Tugstugan, pare. With the hymns and everything. It was crazy. I feel bad because if that had been Cardinal Tagle, that would have been a Catholic karaoke, pare. Everybody invited to the party. Just old Italian men filling St. Peter's Square going, Pagkat ako'y makasalanan, isa pa ba there? Tagles on the side like, 1, 3. Would have been perfect. We almost had it all. We almost had a beautiful world with a Pinoy Pope, dude. You know what I would have done if Tagle had won? This is what I wish I could have done. If Tagle had won the papacy, I would have just started wandering the streets of Metro Manila with his face just... aimlessly forgiving people. Just... I absolve you. Like, Father, wala akong ginawa. That's the spirit. Like, would have been perfect. We were so close. Oh, man. Tagle is one of the few Filipinos that a lot of people look up to. It's getting harder and harder to find them. I'm not one, all right? I'm a bad Filipino. Like, I can admit that about myself. But there are people worse than me. Do you know who's worse than me? Clap your hands if you've interacted with white people recently. Anybody? All right, a few. Yeah. I found this out recently online. I have some friends who are white, And some white people spell the word Filipino with a PH instead of an F. Kadiri gago. Like, I'm not the most Pinoy person in the world. I saw Filipino with a PH and I was like, tangina maghimagsikan tayo, tangina. This cannot stand. Phil Opino? Phil Opino. What? Like I'm the dad from Modern Family? How dare you? We're getting Dunphy up in here. Why? Phil Opino with a PH is like sucking all the local flavor out of the word, right? Spelling the word Filipino with a PH is like cooking kare-kare. But instead of using peanuts, you use mayonnaise. Like, just gloopy and white, right? Also, can I just say, swapping P's for F's? How dare you? That's our thing, pare. You took the Pope, now you'll take this too? Americans swapping P's and F's, that's cultural appropriation, pare. How dare you to anyone who spells it with a PH? Fuck you! With a PH, gago! Here's the saddest part about the word Filipino with a PH. I do think it's the best descriptor of who I am. Like, I didn't grow up the way a lot of Pinoys grew up, right? Like, we watched different things. Growing up, my favorite thing to watch, for example, were Western reality TV shows. I love those. Clap your hands. Any fans of reality TV in the crowd? Anybody? Yeah. My favorite were not like the drama reality TV shows, right? Like the Kardashians and Jersey Shore. My favorite kinds of reality shows were competition reality TV shows. Yeah. Oh my God, the fucking nerds in the back. Oh man, my favorite reality TV competition growing up was a show called The Amazing Race. Okay? Yeah? Some of you know how it works, all right? It's very simple. 11 teams of 2 travel around the world. Every episode, the slowest one gets eliminated from the show. Here's a little bit of trivia some of you might not be aware of. TV5 tried to do a Pinoy version of The Amazing Race. It was canceled after 2 seasons. You know why? They couldn't leave the country. Kasi walang visa yung mga contestants, pare. You know, can you imagine how hard it is to get visas for 22 different Pinoys to go around the world, dude? That's a logistical nightmare. That would be the most boring season of The Amazing Race ever. Can you imagine episode 1? All those teams rip open their clue. Teams must now apply for a visa appointment entry at the US Embassy website within the next 3 to 6 months. Episode 2, it's just all the Pinoys hunched over a laptop. I-refresh mo yan! May appointments na! Episode 10, 8 weeks later, they finally arrive at the embassy. And they do that thing where they have to do an interview, right? When you try to get a US visa, you have an interview with an American behind the glass at the embassy. And that American always has like a suspiciously scary racist accent, right? It always makes me nervous. They're always like, "What is your business in the United States of America?" We're in a race for $1 million. Lacks financial capacity. Denied. Just at the embassy, 5 teams eliminated from the show. Can't even travel. Next week, another episode. Once again, our players are hunched over a laptop. This time waiting on the Sebpak seat sale. Like, i-refresh mo yan, 30 pesos base fare na lang. 8 weeks after that, they finally get to the airport. Episode 11 of this show is just them standing in line at immigration. Next week on The Amazing Race. Dun, dun, dun. It's crazy. And then that's where in real danger, all right? Let's say you finally get visas for a bunch of players. You finally get to travel the world. That's when the show's really fucked, dude. You're gonna send Pinoys around the world and hope they don't say something fucked up? Episode 1, as soon as someone steps foot outside into India, someone's immediately gonna look around like, amoy Bombay dito eh. Canceled. Immediately canceled. You know what's a show that Pinoys do love, though? All right, this is a show that Pinoys love. Pinoy Big Brother. Yeah. You know why? That's a game that Pinoys want to play. That's aspirational. Living rent-free? Sa bahay ni Kuya? Sign me up, pare! That's the best, dude. Pinoy Big Brother is so Pinoy. It's the only reality show where they have a room in the house just for chismis. Kuya, may sinabi si Jeneline kanina. Sabihin mo sa akin, anak. It's like, it's the most Pinoy thing in the world, dude. There's another great reality show. Another one in the top 3 of my favorites. It's a show called Survivor. Yeah? Clap your hands if you're a fan of Survivor. Few people. Do you know who would be the perfect Survivor player? Jesus Christ. Some of you haven't thought about this enough. So let me explain it to you, okay? An average season of American Survivor in 2026 lasts for 26 days. How long was Jesus Christ in the desert for? 40 days and 40 nights. He's playing on easy mode, gago. His dry run was harder than the real thing. All right? 40 days and 40 nights, Jesus would crush at Survivor, right? Like, what's the first thing he does when he steps onto the sand? Coconuts? No, thank you. Reach into the water, grab a fish. Boom! Now there's 50. Everybody eating. Oh, there's bread. Where did it come from, right? You need shelter on a deserted island? He's a carpenter. 2 stories, all bamboo with a hammock swinging for everybody as well, dude. Oh my God, Jesus Christ would even be great at the challenges. Have you thought about that? He's so fucking ripped, dude. Like the endurance challenges where they have to hold their arms up. I could do this for 10 more hours. Father, forgive Jeff Probst. He knows not what he does. Even the obstacle courses Jesus would be great at. Can you imagine Jeff Probst standing there on the sand, commentating on a challenge like, Jesus Christ is now running across the water. He is the first to the buoy. Everyone else has drowned. I think Jesus would be great at Survivor. He'd even be awesome at the social game of Survivor, dude. Like, can you imagine he's such a nice guy? He's so charming. In his confessionals, he'll be the only one to be like, I'm actually here to make some friends, and the $1 million would be nice too. Like, Jesus Christ would be the only person on a 6-person tribe with a 12-man alliance. Like, how does that math work out? The Lord works in mysterious ways. You can't even betray Jesus and try to vote him out. You couldn't do it, right? Every time someone starts cooking up a plan to get rid of Jesus, first they go up to him and give him a little kiss. Mwah! Like, some of you aren't laughing because you didn't study hard enough in biblical school. This special is also a competition for the smartest audience member. Let's say you do the impossible. You achieve the ideal scenario and you vote out Jesus Christ, right? Puts this torch up there. Jeff Probst is like, Jesus, the tribe has spoken. Home. Next week on Survivor. 3 days later, he's right back in there, dude. One of his tribe mates is like, I can't believe it. Shut up, Thomas. My Lord, how did you do it? Every island that I stand upon is Redemption Island. That was bars, dude. That was bars. Oh, man. You know what reality show Pinoys would be great at? The Hunger Games. Yeah. Think about it. We're so good at murder and exploiting the poor. Like, that's our home court advantage. If you've ever watched The Hunger Games, Katniss's story, super Pinoy, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. A beautiful provinciana travels to the city and wins the hearts of the capital. I know Jessica Sanchez when I see her. I didn't grow up with the same sort of like traditional Pinoy upbringing as a lot of people did. So I try to go out of my way to study Pinoy culture when I can, right? I really do try to make an effort. So recently, I've been putting in more time trying to understand the Pinoy home base, right? I've started gathering data from one of the most Pinoy places in the world, the mall. The only two places more Pinoy than the mall are the Banawe Rice Terraces and every American hospital. Like, after that, it's number 3, right? It goes Steps, Pit, Mall, right? I love the mall. The mall is the most Pinoy place. Like, you learn so much studying different kinds of malls. I'll tell you about one of my favorite malls. My current favorite place to go is Green Hills. Any Green Hills fans? Clap your hands if you've been to Green Hills recently. A few people, yeah. You know what's weird about Green Hills? It's nice now. When the fuck did that happen, dude? I'm sorry, who signed the executive order to gentrify the shit out of Green Hills, dude? It's like someone walked by and was like, you know what this Changge needs? Another Starbucks. You know how I know Green Hills is nice? These days I walk around and I'm like, I could hang out here. Like, no, that's not okay. Green Hills is not for people like me, okay? Green Hills was where you went if you had no money and you needed to buy a bootleg Louis Vuitton, dude. That's what Green Hills was for. Now you go to Green Hills and you know what they have? A Louis Vuitton! This is how bad Green Hills has gotten in recent years. It's truly an evil transformation they've done to that place, right? Green Hills now, Filipino with a PH, gago. This is how bad it got, all right? The last time I went to Green Hills, there were more Catholics than Muslims. Like, I need my tempered glass, dude. And I'm not saying saying they belong in Green Hills. I'm saying that was a safe space. That was a place for them to do business, make money. And we banished them away. Where do we put them all? Back in Mindanao? Like what? That's not right. We ruined the whole ecosystem around San Juan. The balance is off. Now that Green Hills is nice, where are Lasalians supposed to go on immersion, dude? Think of the children. They need real world experience. Miggy, go. Go make bargain. It's tough, dude. But I'm proud of Pinoy malls, though. I love Pinoy malls. They're beautiful places. I genuinely believe this. I genuinely believe Pinoys have the best malls in the entire world. I really do. If Donald Trump was the president of the Philippines, he would only brag about the malls. Our malls are so huge. Massive malls, incredible, massive, large, just like my hands. Some people say they're tiny. They're not. They're big. Like, that's all he would talk about is the malls, dude. He would love it here. This is how great our malls are. The Philippines is the only country in the world that has first world malls and third world schools. Like, isn't that a weird combo? Every Pinoy child knows how to shop at SM, but they can't spell it. Bitoy, spell SM. E-H-Z, mali. Here's your 20% off voucher. Go shopping. There's so many goddamn malls. There's so many of them. It's crazy. And it's hard to separate them all as well, right? I have to come up with like different tricks to help me remember which one is which. There's like two big ones that I know, right? It's like Ayala and SM malls. And if you ever have trouble distinguishing the two, here's how you figure out. You can always tell by the name of the mall which one it is. SM malls are named after big things. Right? SM Mega Mall, right? SM Mall of Asia. Just all of us in there, right? SM City, North EDSA, right? With a mayor and everything. Meanwhile, Ayala malls are named after vaguely Italian-sounding words. Glorietta. What's on the menu? Oh, give me a little bit of that trinoma. I'll have the linguine with a sprinkling of Yupi Town Centre. And malls, this is why malls are important to learning culture. Malls in the Philippines duplicate Philippine society in that many malls separate the rich from the poor. There are sections of the mall for different tax brackets. And I'll help you figure out which one you're in. If you're in the poor side of the mall, you're eating at a food court. If you're in the rich side of the mall, you're eating at a food hall. Social gagi! I just said it out loud and I felt the air conditioning breeze on the back of my neck. Food hall? Oh my God! I do think they only remove the word court because rich people aren't used to facing justice. Like they walked past a food court and they were like, amoy accountability. I'm not allowed there. It's also reflected in the architecture of those places, right? Do you ever notice? Where do you always find the food hall? Top floor. Next to Jesus. With a direct line to heaven itself. Where do we put the food court? Basement, gago. Don't let them see you. Be quiet. Eat your Jollibee in peace. And they try to take different things from you. There's a different vibe in a food court and a food hall. You go to a food court and you order food. You know what they give you? Food. If you go to a food hall and you order food, you know what they give you? That little round vibrator thing. And then they say some rich person shit like, Sir, serving time 20 minutes. 20 minutes? Social gago! The rich can afford to wait. Tang ina. And if you try to argue, right? You're holding that little vibrating thing. You're like, I see the food right there. Can't you just bring it to me? Sir, kaya nagva-vibrate yan. So you can go fuck yourself. Like, malls really treat you differently depending on how rich or poor you are. Sometimes even how rich or poor you look, right? Like if you're dressed especially well, right through the guard, no problem. But if you happen to make the mistake of wearing basketball shorts, the guard is gonna be like, ha ha ha, to the untrained eye, these are human legs. To me, it looks like shabu. They divide you by the rich and the poor, dude. It's true. Do you know how you know you're in the poor person section of the mall? You know who's cleaning the floors? Humans. Organic beings mopping up the filth you leave behind. If you're in the rich person's part of the mall, you know who's cleaning the floor? That little box robot thing going looking like a Pinoy Wally, dude. Wal-is even. You know the best part about having Wal-is in the SM malls? They're also underpaid by the company, pare. Wal-is is on a 3-month contract. It's not getting renewed, dude. He has to go home to Eve and like, we can't buy the PS5. This is how much Pinoys love the mall. We have combined the mall with places of worship. There's churches inside malls. Every major mall has a church inside, but it's never diverse or equal, right? It's always just Christian churches in the mall. I think we should change that. I think there should be a campaign. We build an SM with like a synagogue inside. You can even change the tagline, the jingle for a little bit. Here at SM, we've got it all for Jews. Like, it would be good, dude. We put churches in the mall. Do you know why that's fucking insane? One of the only times Jesus got mad in the Bible was when they built a marketplace into the temple. He was crashing the fuck out, dude. His shirt was ripped, his abs were showing. Hair going everywhere, flipping tables upside down. Real Housewives of Jerusalem, all right? Pinoys heard that story. And you know what their takeaway was? Bawal pala yun. Eddie, we'll build the temple in the marketplace. Touch, move, Jesus. We have solved God's riddle. The way that commerce and worship have been so entangled in the Philippines, dude, just go all the way next time, all right? Stop pretending there's even a difference between the two. Next time, I want to hear sponsored Catholic homilies, dude. And Jesus said unto the blind man, you now can see, as we all can see at the 20% off sale at Owndays. Oh my God is right. Stop being Filipino. Stop trying to feel pride in your Pinoy identity. And people tell us that we should have pride because it's all we have, right? It's what we're born with and no one can ever take it away from us. Like one of the most famous Pinoys of all time, right? Ninoy Aquino. What did he say? He had that famous quote, "The Filipino is worth dying for." Clap your hands if you believe the Filipino is worth dying for. That's what I fucking thought! The Filipino is worth dying for? Every time I hear that quote, I have to be like, ulul. Which ones? Are they in the room with us? Which are the Pinoys that are worth dying for? Dude, and it's such an extreme sentiment, right? Dying? Agad? Di ba pwede bumoto na lang ako sa eleksyon, gago? Right? The Filipino is worth dying for. Oh my God, I could not even imagine how that would work in real life, right? Most of us in this room will never have to make that choice for our nation. And that is our privilege, right? Like, how do you apply that quote in everyday life? Nagnakaw ng milyones si Diskaya. Ah, talaga ba? Ika nga ni Ninoy. Like, what are you supposed to do with that advice, dude? The Filipino is worth dying for. All right, let's put it to the test. I want to know which Filipinos you think are dying for, are worth it. All right? Let's try it. Let's just try, okay? I'll make it easy. Clap your hands if you would die for your family. Okay. Not as many as I thought. Lots of trauma in the room. Lots of people who are like, actually found family is superior. Like, okay, some of you. Yes, found family over here. Are you guys, did you guys come together? No, you don't know. May I ask, who is the person you're closest to that you feel is worth dying for?
My best friend.
Your best friend. Are they in the room today? No, okay. Good. What's the name of your best friend? Zai. What is your best friend's gender? Female, okay. So if I tried to shoot Zai, you would take the bullet for Zai. How long have you known Zai?
13 years.
13 years, okay. Ganon pala yung Pinoy. You have to get in early, pare. Buy your stocks early. Okay. When did you decide that Zai was your best friend?
Third year college.
Oh, did she hold your hair while you were puking? I don't have that experience. I don't drink. So there's Zai, right? Let's take the next step further. Clap your hands if you would die for your partner or the love of your life. Malandi talaga ang Pinoy, gagi. Mommy and daddy can eat it, but she's mine. Oh, man. One of the men who said they would die for their partner. Clap your hands. Where are you? You, sir. You, sir. How long have you been with your partner? 8 years. Let's give them a round of applause, shall we? Yeah. What's your name, sir? Marty. Marty. At which year did your partner become bodyguard worthy? Is there a switch, or was it just like, 8 years? That's long enough. Do you think there was a time when it switched from one to the other? When I asked. Aww. Aww. Well, let's bring out Marty's partner right now! Marty's real answer is, dude, she's sitting right next to me. Don't make me do this. Let's take it one step further. Let's make it harder. All right? Family, lovers, that's easy. Now we really test your national spirit. Clap your hands if you would die for Queen Yasmin. Some of you didn't. Tangina, bakit? I guarantee you Queen Yasmin has contributed more to the nation than your lovers. All right? Do you know how valuable Queen Yasmin is to the Filipino people? She donated the use of her whole body to our national graphic design scene for free. She's on Canva Basic. I would have charged all of you 50 cents a letter. She did it for free, dude. I would take a bullet for Queen Yasmin. And you would know if she was in danger if you saw her in the street, right? At first, you might not recognize her, right? But as soon as someone aims a gun at Queen Yasmin, you know it's her because she's like, ah! Oh my God! I would take a bullet for her, dude. You know, the Filipino is worth dying for. Do you know what Ninoy's plan was when he landed in Manila? When he said that phrase, it's because he was traveling back, right? His plan when he got back to Manila was to reason and discuss to President Marcos that martial law should be lifted from the country. Reason and discuss. Ninoy Aquino's political strategy was, I can fix him. Like, what? Girl, get off the floor! He doesn't love you like that! President Marcos was like, if I see his face, I'm shooting it myself. And Ninoy was like, you don't know him like I do. The Filipino is worth dying for. I just feel like it's not an inspiring quote, right? I understand what it means in essence. We should do everything for our countrymen and our nation. But it's just so final. It's so terminal. It doesn't inspire us to move forward. And there's a much better Aquino quote that inspires action. And it goes like this, Pilipinas! Game ka na ba? Game na, Ma'am Chris. Dito tayo sa EDSA. They gave, sidebar, they gave Chris Aquino's job to Edu Manzano. Who made that choice? Who saw a Chris Aquino-shaped hole and said, si Sir Edu pwede dyan? I think we should go all the way. I think Edu Manzano should get all of Chris's jobs now. Like, God forbid, if and when Chris Aquino passes away, I think Edu Manzano should adopt Bimbi, pare. Oh man, the Filipino is worth dying for. I can't believe it. So hard to find idols. So hard to find people you can believe in and trust here in this country. Like, even from our history, it's difficult. For example, who is our national hero? Jose Rizal. If Jose Rizal was alive in 2026, none of you would respect that man, dude. You think you would respect Rizal if he was alive today? Number one, he's an Atenean, konyo gago. Immediately cannot be trusted. All right? This Ateneo blue might as well be a red flag, all right? Also, okay, if Jose Rizal was alive today, he wouldn't be a good Atenean, dude. You think Rizal's coming down from the hill? No! Okay? Rizal's gonna be one of the fuckboys clubbing outside in BGC, dude. Like, he would be out there spending his nights, right? You know how it'd be like? He'd be out there in the club, just like, Juan Luna, halika. Halika, pare. Tingnan mo, over there. Yeah. You know who that is, Juan? Josephine Bracken. More like Josephine Bracken, gaggy. Oh, I'm gonna take her back to my place and then we'll be Josephine Kraken, buddy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give it to her. I'm gonna give her the mi ultimo adios, buddy. Juan, you know what I like to say, pare? Jose loves the bays. And minsan the pinsan. This is what I hate about Jose Rizal. He went around saying, malansang isda, all right? And I hear that all the time. People are like, you speak in English, you're malansang isda. He wrote his novels in Spanish! Jose Rizal would be a Wattpad author! Short king, Jose Rizal! This is true. Did you know that Jose Rizal wrote in his journal when he was 19 years old? He wrote that he was 5'2". And that's how I know he was 4'11". Rizal would lie on his Tinder profile. I know it. All his pictures are from far away, so you can't tell. Rizal. He's not. He shouldn't be the national hero. And I've combed through the histories. I've checked everything there is as far as Filipinos go. Because I want to know. I want someone to look up to. I wanted to know who is the greatest Pinoy of all time. Our top, our peak, our idol. Right? I looked through all the history books, all the texts, and I finally came to a conclusion. So tonight, I present to you my findings on the greatest Pinoy of all time. Ubod ng Pinoy. Saksakan ng Pinoy, pare. The greatest Pinoy of all time is none other than Dave, the Animal, Bautista. A man so Pinoy, he had to change his name to sound less Pinoy. That man's real name is Bautista. But the announcers at WWE couldn't wrap their American lips around our island tongue, right? Jim Ross on Raw couldn't be like, coming down the aisle, it's bow. What the fuck is this? Like, so he just dropped the U, Bautista, goddamn! No one else had to do that. No other Pinoy had to go that far. Who was defending the shores of Mactan? It wasn't Lap Lap. Bautista is a man so Pinoy. He has the flag tattooed upon his skin. Do any of you have the flag tattooed on your skin? No, you're weak of spirit. Bautista did the thing that all great Pinoys did, dude. The true marker of Pinoy success. He didn't do it here. Every great Pinoy had to leave. Bautista's ceiling here in Metro Manila, bodyguard sa Pegasus. Sir, ID po. But because he grew up somewhere else, all right, he gets to be Drax the Destroyer. This is how I know Bautista is holy, mythical, and sacred. This is a true thing. Bautista's mom is a lesbian. How did that happen? Immaculate conception. The Pinoy was too strong within her. It birthed as a whole mass of muscle, dude. This is how great Bautista is, okay? I believe every Pinoy hero would be better if they were just a little bit more like Bautista. Don't believe me? Andres Bonifacio, revolutionary leader of the KKK. The good one. The Americans took the papacy and those letters. Made it awkward for everybody. Andres Bonifacio, Supremo of the Katipunan, right? Can you picture him? What happened to him? Assassinated, killed in the night, slaughtered by the paid dogs of Emilio Aguinaldo, right? Can you picture him on that beautiful night out in the mountains, tasting the provincial air for which he fights for, as assassins slinked up in the grass to get him? If that had been Bautista, we would be telling a different story. It would have been Spear, Bautista Bomb, Andres Bautistacio, ding ding. Ninoy Aquino. All right? An inspirational politician meant to lead us out of the darkness of martial law. What happened to him? Shot to death before his feet could even touch home soil. How much harder would it have been to shoot Ninoy if there were fireworks going off behind him? Ding ding, I walk for miles inside this pit of danger. Maybe if Ninoy had a championship belt, he could have deflected the bullet. Ding, 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 ding. A place where no one follows me. Lenny Robredo, a progressive leader meant to usher in a new era of progress, peace, and joy within our country. What happened to her? She lost. If Lenny had been more like Bautista, we would be telling a different story. Bongbong's out there making a speech. Behind him, Lenny Robredo has a steel chair. his face. At the sidelines, Red Oliero is there going, and new! Leni Robredo wins the presidency. What's the first thing that she does? Point to Malacanang like the WrestleMania sign. If Leni Robredo were more like Bautista, she wouldn't have endorsed Pacquiao. I'll tell you a true story. When Bautista heard the things Pacquiao said about the gay community, do you know what he did? He removed a Team Pacquiao tattoo from his body because he didn't want to be associated with homophobia. That's right. Bautista cares about gay rights. And I know what you're thinking, okay? I hear the naysayers and the doubt in the room. Some of you are thinking, I'm not convinced, Joseph. We do have someone to look up to. We have a hero. We have a national hero. And his name is Jose Rizal. And I don't appreciate your jokes and disrespect of our hero. Jose Rizal? Jose Rizal? Cousin fucker, Jose Rizal! Bautista could never do incest. He's too busy incesting on human rights. Da-da-da-da-ding-ding. A place where no one follows me. I walk alone. I would die for Bautista. I would lay my life down for Bautista. And some of you are still unconvinced. So let me tell you this. This is how Pinoy Bautista is. Think back to your childhoods, to the innocence of youth, and the 20 peso bill. On first glance, that looks like Manuel Quezon, President of the Philippines. But if you fold it just right, da-da-da-da-dang-dang. I don't think you even get to be president of the Philippines until you've defeated Bautista. One-on-one inside hell in a shell. Now that's a goddamn Filipino worth dying for. I'm Joseph Montecillo. You guys rock. Thank you.